ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। भूवादयो धातवः
भूवादयो धातवः
सनाद्यन्ता धातवः
सनाद्यन्ता धातवः
धात्वादेहेशः सः
धात्वादेशः सः
नो नः
नूनः
इदितो नुम् धातोः
इदितो नुम् धातोः
ऋतयुद्धातोः
ऋतयुद्धातोः
उपधायाश्च
उपधायाश्च
उदोष्ट्यपूर्वस्य
उदोष्ट्यपूर्वस्य
रोर्पधाया दीर्घ इकः
रोर्पधाया दीर्घैकः
हलि च
हलि च
उपधायां च
उपधायां च
भूवादयः धातवः. That is the dhatus of the Dhatupata. This book you must be having, right? Published by Chokamba.
Yes.
I think I have already sent this. You know how to look at this book, right? Taught you, right? That Dhatuhu,
Yes.
which conjugation?
No, yes, you are told.
Dhatu, whether it is Parasmipadi or Atmanepadi. How to find out? Say it or need. Do you know?
Yes, you are told.
Okay. Dhatva dekhe shaha saha. So Upadeshika Dhatu, beginning, the Dhatu is beginning with Murdhanya Shakara, replaced by Sakara. Then Murdhanya Nakara by Dantya Nakara. Edha Vruddhau, this Dhatu is Parasmaipadi or Atmanepadi.
Atmanepadi.
Don't see Atmanepada, it's there. But how do you say it is Atmanepadi?
Yedhate comes. And then its letter is Anunasika.
Uddata, that one.
Yes, Anunasika Ach, having the swara Anudhata. Dhatu is Atmanepadi. So you know, right?
Yes, Ji. That.
Anunasika Ach having Anudhata swara, Anudatangitaha Atmanepadam. Tapadhatu is Atmanepadi. Ananunasika Ach, that having the swara Anudhata will be
Parasmait.
no. Anit. Dhatu is Anit.
Anit, yeah.
The dhatu, most of the dhatus, all ekach dhatus. And the ekach dhatu plus this anunasika ach or here al as anubandha. You will see generally in dhatus. Then the swara of the anunasika ach, or if the hal, anubandha hal is nit, that is kanti varnaha, then it is atmanepadi. Then the swara of the ananunasika ach, that is the ach, the vowel of the dhatu. If the swara of that is anunasika, then ekachaha anudataha padeshe, by that sutra it is anit dhatu. The swara is other than anudata, then it is set. Swara is other than means it is udata or swarita, whatever it is set. I just want to know whether I taught you this.
You taught Sharanji, but forgot that.
Forgot. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, anyway, it will come again. Anudatangitaha atmanepadam. Then Sheshat Kartari Parasme Padam. Those things will come, we will see. Okay, now in this sequence of dhatus, which one we are seeing? Ruta dhatoho, that we saw, there we saw one paribhasha also, one vartikam also. What is a vartikam? Rutaha iddhatoho, trudhatu, for example. Trudhatu, if you apply rutaha iddhatoho, then tru plus shab, what will happen to shab then? By shab, kartari sarvadhatike shab and sarvadhatika ardhatike yoho, by that angakare will happen.
Yeah.
Then which one will happen? Paratvat, but Paratvat also negated by Ittodvabhyam Gunavriddhi Vipratishedhena, by that Vartika. When Vartika we saw.
Yeah.
So Gunavriddhi, Ittodvabhyam Gunavriddhi Vipratishedhena. So the question comes whether you apply Rutaha Idhatoho, which is Saman 100, and 7384 is Sarvadhataka Hadadhataka Yoho. Then which one will apply?
Parasutra.
Parasutra is stronger, therefore Parasutra. And one Paribhasha also along with that, we saw that is Purva Para Nitya Nitya, Purva Para Nitya Antaranga Apavadanam Uttarottaraha Baliyaha. That Paribhasha under which Sutram, the last class we saw. Maybe Sutra before that. Rito Numdato Rupayascha.
Summing 100.
Yeah, that is Ruta Hidataho, what I'm showing you on the screen. The example for Tridhatu, let me check. Here it is, Atra ekam martikam jnatavyam ittottvabhyam, itta uttvabhyam. गुणवृद्धि विप्रतिषेधेन गुणवृद्धि विप्रतिषेधेन भवतः इत्युक्ते गुणः वृद्धिः इत्यस्य तथा इत् उत् इत्यस्य उभयोः इत् उत् इत्यस्य इस् दिसृतः इद्दात् उभयोः समकार्ययोः समानस्थले प्रसक्तिः अस्ति चेत् गुणवृद्धिः एव भवति यथा धातोः लट्लकारस्य तृधातु तरति हियर् इट् इस् एतयोः द्वयोः कार्ययोः ऋत धातोः निर्दिष्टः हिर् अन्तरङ्गः अस्ति इति अन्तरङ्गकार्य Therefore पूर्वपर नित्यान्तरङ्ग अपवादानाम् उत्तरोत्तरं बलीयः अनया परिभाषया तस्यैव प्रसक्तिः स्यात् परसूत्रम् 7384 अंगकार्य but its antaranga is stronger than that. This antaranga sutram antaranga this should be done first and only bhagi but Itvatvabhyam Gunavriddhi Pratishedana Bhavati by that, even though the sutra, Parasutram is 784, and by this paribhasha, this sutra is supposed to apply, but this sutra also is overruled by the Vartikam Itvotvabyam Gunavriddhi Pratishedana. This is what we saw. Even if you don't remember, you should remember where we saw this. So this paribhasha, Purva Para. Compared to Purva Sutra, Parasutra is Baliyaha. Compared to Parasutra, Nitya, Anitya Sutras are there. Nitya means irrespective of the sequence of application, the Sutra which applies. It's called Nitya. So Parasutra, Nitya Sutra, which is stronger? Nitya Sutra.
Nitya.
Nitya and Antaranga, between that, Antaranga is stronger. Antaranga in Apavada is strong. Apavada is always stronger. So Uttarottaram, successively it is stronger. So this Sutra Rita Idataho, someone 100. Tru plus Shap plus Tip. So this Sutra is applied, not stronger. This Sutra is supposed to apply. But anyway, this you see why it is not applied. Parasutra 7384. Angakarya Sutra. That is Parasutra 7384. That supposed to apply. But that is what is applied. Purva Sutra is Rita Haidataho, Parasutra 7384. But this Sutra is Antarangatvat. Parasutra Nitya Sutram Baliyaha, Nitya Sutrat Antaranga Baliyaha. Therefore, Parasutrat Antaranga Sutram is Baliya. So compared to 7384, this sutra is stronger. Therefore, this sutra is supposed to apply. But there is Vartikam. When Itva Adesha comes, compared to that, Gunavriddhi Vipratishedhena, it is Vartikena. Therefore, Parasutram is applied. Even though the sutra is Antaranga Sutra, stronger than the Parasutram, by this Vartika, Parasutram is applicable. So that is the significance of this Vartika. Itvotvabyam Gunavriddhi Vipratishedena. Do you follow? We saw in the last class.
Yes.
That is why we have Tarati. Otherwise, you will not have this form. Okay, these doubts will come. Okay, Ritahai Dhatoho and Upadayascha. This also I think we saw. Upadarkarasya. Ikara Desha Bhavati. Udaranam. Upadarkara is Krut, etc. That is talking of Krut, Irtayati form is. This we saw, right?
Yes.
Upadarkara. So now which sutra we have to see?
Upadaya.
Yeah. That is in Tripat. So all these sutras are preparing the dhatus. First knowing what a dhatu is, types of dhatus, and dhatu to be refined, remove the packing letter, and know the properties of the dhatu, whether parasmipadi or atmanipadi, and say it or run it or wait. Then if agama comes, agama to be done. After that only other karyas to be done, pratyaya, adding pratyaya, etc. Rikaranta dhatu, it adeshah bhavati. Upadayah it udoshtyaपूर्वस्य. Have you seen that udoshtyaपूर्वस्य?
Ah,
Yes, Ji.
Yes,
Yes.
Ji.
Purta, that one is.
Yeah, if it is oshtya oshtya letter precedes, like smr, etc. So there, not smr, prudhatu, prudhatu.
Dhatu.
Ah,
Yeah,
Rikara is replaced by
Rikara is replaced by Ukara, yes. So, Purtaha iti visa. Oshtya Purvaha Purvasya Utadesha Bhavati. Now comes these three sutras are in Tripadi. 8 to 76, 77, 78. See, in Ashtadhyayi Pravesha is directly dealing with Sananta. You will not have complete idea of the pratyas, thing pratyas or that things. This is a quick, but after studying the Tinganta, Kridanta, Sanadi, everything in detail, then if you see, then it will make sense. Otherwise, just, it will not have complete idea, in-depth idea. This is only Pravesha only. That's how the book is named also. So therefore, we will see this later. Since we have seen Sananta in other class. So if you see Sananta, it will make sense. Because you know Sananta, what it was, duplication and other karyas, so you will follow that. But those who are new to the sun or a thing, this doesn't give a complete idea. So after doing that, then we can read. Maybe we can refer here and there now. 8 to 76 is Tripadi, 8 to 76, 77, and 78. Please see the section there. Ruvorupadhaya dirghaha ikaha. And this has got the anuvritti of Padasya 8116 up to 8354 is Padasya. So remember, this is Padasya Adhigare Vartate. The Sutra Padasya 8116, its scope is up to 8354. Therefore, Padasya, and accordingly here we have applied Rvor Padayaha Dirgaha Ikaha. Then talking about a Dhatu here. So Dhatoho coming as Anuvritti from 8 to 74 to this Sutra. So Dhatoho means Repanta Dhatuhu Atava Vakaranta Dhatuhu Anta at the end of a Padam, because Padasya is so Padante Vidyamanasya Repantasya Atava Vakarantasya Dhatoho Kim Bhavati Upadayaha Ikaha Dirgaha Bhavati. That is the meaning simple. Padante Vidyamanasya Dhatoho Vakaranta Dhatoho Atava Repanta Dhatoho Purva Upadayaha Alontyat Purvaha Upadha. We know definition of Upadha. Ikaha Dirgha Bhavati. Therefore, ik letter becomes Dirgha. Next sutra says that need not be at the end of the Padam. Even when followed by a consonant, it happens. Alicha. Then Upadhayam cha. Upada also. Upada that is Upada Dhatu. Upadaya. Upadayam cha. Upadaya letter is Repar Vakara. Followed by a consonant, its Upada, that is ik letter, becomes Dirgha. We will see that. So this sutra we are going to see. In the context of Sambandha also we saw, like Gir Dhatu plus Vipratyaya, you get Gir iti Pratipadikam. So when you decline that, Gihi Girau Giraha, there itself we applied. Gir plus Su. Supratyaya goes away. 6168. Then you have the pratipadi, you have the padam gir. So dhatu is dhatutvam na jagati. Kibantaha dhatutvam, kibantaha vijantaha dhatutvam na jagati by that paribhasha. So therefore, gir is the padam and enjoy the status of being a dhatu also. Therefore, we can apply the sutra padaya hadirgaha ikaha by that repanta dhatu. Repa at the end of the padam of a dhatu preceded by gir, gi, e becomes dirgaha.
E.
Therefore, we have gir. Right? That applies.
Yes.
So, gi, hi, girau, giraha, iti rupam. Okay. So, Ruva Rupadayaha Dirgaha Ikaha is applied. Okay. Then, yes. Then Gir, then Pada Repa is a Padanta Repa becomes Risargaha Karavasana Visajaniyaha. Therefore, Gi, Girau, Giraha. Gir. Now, let us see the Sutra 8 to 76, 76, 77, and 78. Ruvoho is Repascha Akarascha.
What?
Ruvoho, like what Shabda? Marutoho, simple. Marutoho, Shashti Dvivachanam. Upadayaha, Shashti, Vibhakti, Ekavachanam of Upada Shabda, Dirgaha, iti Adesha in the place of Ikaha. Ikaha Stani, Dirgaha Adesha Bhavati. Anuvritti is Dhatoho. And Adhikara Padasya 8116 is important. This is under the Adhikara Purvatra Siddham. Purvatra Siddham we know. So that's why I didn't explain Purvatra Siddham in the beginning itself. We talked about, right? Purvatra Siddham.
Asiddha.
Siddha Adhikara. Purvatra Siddham. So Asiddha Adhikara. We know that Asiddhatvam is the results of these successive sutras are not visible to the previous sutra, barring exceptions. Of course, exceptions are there. So, Purvatra Siddham. I think I sent you one write-up, right, on Purvatra Siddham. Maybe, I'm not sure. It's because so many things I have sent so far. So, Purvatra Siddham, one write-up, I vaguely remember it was there, but I don't know where it is. If I find I will send that Purvatra Siddham. Okay, not, I have to check that where it is. Fine. So Padasya, Voho, Padasya is, we have to supply. Padasya, Voho is, we have to apply what paribhasha? Yena vidikita dantasya. So this is Repa and Vakara at the end of the Padam. Padasya, Ruvoho. So Repantasya, Vakarantasya, Padasya. So Ruvoho, Padasya. So this is Ruvoho, Padasya, Tatoho, Padayaha, Dirgaha, Bhavati. Not Padasya, Padaya. Padasya is the whole Pada. The Pada is Kidrisham Padam. Repanta Padam, Repaha is not the Padam. Repanta Padam of Dhatu and Vakaranta Padam of a Dhatu. Dhatoho Shashti, that is Sambandha Shashti. Irvoho is Repa and Vakara preceded by. This is sure. This is also, it's all some of the Stani is Upadayaha Ikaha. That Ikaha is the Stani. Ikaha Stane Dirgaha Adesha Bhavati. Ikaha is Upadayaha Ikaha. Kasya Dhatoho. Kidrishaha Dhatoho. Dhatu having Repa or Vakara at the end of the Padam. So, Irvoho Padasya Dhatoho. Vakarantasya Dhatoho. repantasya dhatoho. And that is happens to be at the end of the padasya. Then upadayaha ikaha sthane dirghaha adesha bhavati. Okay, therefore you have to see that ikaha is the sthani shashti, dirgha is the adesha. Kidrishaha ikaha sambandha shashti, upadayaha ikaha. Upada of what? Sambandha again, dhatoho. And dhatu is the end. Dhatu upadayaha dirghaha ikaha. Here it's a upada we say, therefore anta paribhasha we cannot apply. Upada you are talking about. We are not replacing the last letter. But here it is, even though here it is repar vakara, not the sthani, but the dhatu is qualified by this. Therefore, vakaranta padasya, vakaranta dhatohu, not padasya is later. Vakaranta dhatohu, kidrishaha dhatohu, vakaranta dhatohu. Tasya upadayaha, tasya padasya upadayaha dirghaha ikaha adesha bhavati. That's why he explained repantasya vakarantasya dhatoho, of a dhatu ending with the repa or vakar. Therefore, anta from where it has come, yena vidhi tadantasya, the vidhi which is ordained, applicable, the vidhi which is ordained by the mentioning of a qualifier, it's applicable to the qualified and to the entire shabda ending with that qualifier. So, repantasya vakarantasya dhatoho, and then padasya of a padam, then upadabhutasya upadayaha upadabhutasya ikahastane dirghaha adesha bhavati. Okay, now please read. Parvati, you read. Yasyante. Yasyante.
यस्यन्ते यस्यन्ते रेफः वकारः वा अस्ति यस्य च धातुसंज्ञा अपि अस्ति तादृशस्य पदस्य उपधायां विद्यमानस्य इ उ ऋ ल वर्णस्य दीर्घादेशः भवति यथा गृ निगरणे धातोः क्विप् प्रत्यये कृते गिर् इति रेफान्तशब्दः सिद्ध्यति क्विबान्ता विजान्ताश्च प्रातिपदिकत्वं न जहाति धातुत्वमपि न मुञ्चन्ति अनेन सिद्धान्तेन गिर् शब्दस्य धातुसंज्ञा अपि अस्ति अस्य तृतीया द्विवचनस्य प्रक्रिया इयम् गिर् प्लस् भ्यां तृतीया द्विवचनस्य प्रत्ययः अस्मिन् प्रत्यये परे स्वादिषु असर्वनामस्थाने 1417 इत्यनेन अङ्गस्य पदसंज्ञा भवति गिर् प्लस् भ्यां रोर्पधायाः दीर्घ इकः 8276 इति रेफान्तस्य धातुसंज्ञकस्य पदस्य उपधा ईकारस्य दीर्घः. So girbhyam.
I think we can understand. Gru dhatu, gru is becomes ir. How this becomes gir? How gru becomes gir? Piprataya pare.
Quip pratyaya, if we add, it is a zero pratyaya. So
it will be the same grill. Then rikara will become upad.
How gru becomes gir? Ritaha iddatoha. Just now we learned. Okay.
Yeah. But it should be upada, no?
Why upada?
No, upada rikara becomes dirgha.
Upada rikara becomes dirgha, that is later. Gru becomes gir and then only upada is dirgha. How gru dhatu become gir? How gru becomes gir?
That ritaha is dhatu.
Unless you apply Rutaha Dhatu, how will you get Gir? Gru the Dhatu plus Kip Pratyaya, then you get a Pratipadikam. Dhatu Gru, don't forget, all these things step by step we are going.
Yes.
Rutaha Dhatu, someone 100 is applied, therefore you get Gir. Now only Rep becomes a Dhatu, is still like it's Dhatu only, even the form is changed. Ekadeshar Kirtam Ananyavata. A change in a portion of a dhatu will not make a dhatu into something else. It is still a dhatu only. Gir is a dhatu. Now rep on the dhatu, preceded by ik letter. Now this is at the end of the padam. So kip pratyaya, when you add, you get a gir, and plus su will go away anyway. So you will have gir only. Dhatu tamna jagati. Pratipadikattam cha. Therefore rep on the dhatu. At the end of the padam, repa is there, preceded by the ik letter. Padayaha dirghaha bhavati. Right?
Yes.
So, yes, Ji. Rikara is replaced by Rikara. Vritti.
Similarly, Ashish Shabda, all these Shabdas we have seen. Ashish Shabda. Please read. Ashish.
आशिष अयं शब्दः आङ् उपसर्गपूर्वकशास् धातोः क्विप् प्रत्ययं कृत्वा जायते.
How it becomes, Shas becomes Ashish. Even the Dhatu, Shas Anushishtau. From that Dhatu only we get the word Shishyaha even. In fact, the word Shishyaha. Shas Anushishtau. Shasana Yogyaha Shishyaha. From Shas Dhatu, we get the Ang Purvaka Upasarga, Ang Upasarga Purvaka Shas Dhatoho Vipratyam Yojagitva Ashish. It means a Sha, that A or Sha is replaced by what letter? A plus Shas plus Quip. Quip is zero suffix, comes and goes away. But it does the job of Sha, that A is there. Shas. Replaced by what letter? You see, no? Replaced by E, then only you get Ashish, right?
Yeah.
So it's simple. So it's Ashish is a Shabda. How that happens? That happens by the sutra which is in the 6-4, that is 6-4. You see that sutra is on the screen, where it is.
Shas idang
Shas idangalo.
34.
That Shas Dhatu replaced by it. It means E takara is only for Uchcharanartham. Shas is replaced by it means that A of Shas is replaced by E when followed by the Pratyaya Ang or the Pratyaya Hal, Haladi or the Pratyaya Ang. That is not required, but anyway we can note that by that sutra it happens. Even in the Latlakara Rupam, other Rupams, you will see the application of this 6-4, 34. Please see the screen. Shasaha it ang aloho. Ang is a pratyaya. And hal. Followed by ang or aladi pratyaya. And anuvritti is ngiti. So aladi kiti ngiti pratyaya pare shasaha dhatoho it adesha bhavati. It adesha is e. It means e only. Takara uchcharanartham, not for taparakaranam. Adesha doesn't require. Right?
Yes.
Then Ikara will come in the place of what? Shas is there. Shas is, Ikara will come in the place of Upadayaga also coming as Anuvritti. Upadayaha. Therefore, Shika Shika Upadayaha, Shasa Upadayaha. Otherwise, if Upada is not there, Shas, the Sakara will be replaced by E. That is why Upadayaha is there. Upadaya, Shasa Upadaya. Upadaya coming as Anuvrti. This is in 6-4 section. 6-4 section, where is Upada? You know it. No Padayaha, remember. Nakara Upada. Nakara, which is the Upada letter. Sarvanamastane cha sambuddho, no Padayaha, right? In Sibanta we have seen. Nakara, it's Upada. No Pada Sutra is, you must be familiar. So from there Upadayaka coming as Anuvrti. So Shasaha Upadayaha, Upada letter is Akara, Tasya Sthani, Ikara Adesha Bhavati. When Ang is a Pratyaya, we are not interested in that. We can take Halado Changiti Pratyaya Pare. So therefore, Shas, that A becomes E. Like for example, Shishtaha. What Pratyaya is Shishtaha?
Ta pratyaya.
Ta Pratyaya. It's a Kit Pratyaya. So Shas plus Ta Pratyaya, Haladi Pratyaya, Kit Pratyaya. Therefore, Shas, that A is replaced by E. Therefore, you get Shis. And Sakara is a Sakara become Mudane Shakara by this sutra, which is in just Shatvam. You know Shatvam, Apadanta, Sakara preceded by Innarku, replaced by Mudane Shakara, even when intervened by any one of them, Num or Shar or there we have this sutra, 8360. 8359 is sutra what we know, Shatvam. This sutra says, Shas Dhatu, Vas Dhatu, Gas Dhatu. For this Dhatu also, this Sakara is not a Pratyaya Sakara nor Adesha Sakara. It is a Sakara of the Dhatu. That Sakara, Padanta Sakara, conditions are applied. When preceded by inner ku, then Shattam will happen. So by that, Shishtaha iti Rupam we get. Okay. Shishtaha. This is a sutra. Shasaha idang haloho. You understand?
Yes.
Shishtaha, Shishyaha. So just type. That is, Dhatu is Shastatu. The Shastatu, when this Sakara preceded by in ku, then will undergo Shattam by the special sutra. Shas, Shasdhatu, Vastatu, and Gastatu. Shasi, Vasi, Gasanam, Gasinamcha. So Ta Pratyaya, Kit Pratyaya. Therefore, followed by Haladi, Kiti, Ngiti Pratyaya Pare. Sha is replaced by Shi, and this Padanta Sakara, preceded by now it is E, therefore becomes Mudanya, then Shtuttam. Therefore, you get Shishtaha iti Rupam. Okay.
Yes.
Anyway, that is incidental. Now, coming back here. So therefore, Shasdhatoho Kipratayam Yojagitva. Now, that's why Sha becomes, that A becomes E. And the Sakara also now, not at the end of the Padam, preceded by E, it becomes Mudane Shakara. That is why in Shabda Manjari, you will see Shabda as Ashish Shakaranta Shabda. Because you will apply all the rules up to the end of Yashtadhyayi Drupadi. Therefore, the form is given Ashish. But when we process, we have to take the Sakara, because from there we start and finally only we have to apply the rules of the Tripadi, right? Therefore, we have to take it as Sakara. That is what we did. Please check your notes, Ashish Shabda. We take, even though Ashish is the Shakaranta Shabda, we say, but we take it as Sakara. So Shakarantaha, please check the Shabda Manjari later. Shabda Manjari also given. So the Shabda is Ashish. And how do we decline Ashish Shabda? Strilinga Shabda. We take it as Ashish. Then Suprataya. So is Al Nyabhyaha Dirga Sutisya Praktamal will go away. Therefore you will have Ashish. Then
And Ashir Sasajju.
Sasajju.
So this
Sasajishori.
Sasajishori to 66 we apply. Therefore, Repa. Now
Shihi.
we apply the sutra. Irvoru Padayaha. This is a
Ashir.
Apurvaka. This is a Kibantaha Dhatuttam Jagati. I is the Upasarga. Right? Cell. Now Repanta. Irvoru Padayaha Dirgaha Ikaha. Then this becomes Dirgaha. Right? Therefore, we have Ashir. Then Karavasana Yoko Visarjaniyaha Ashihi. So we get the form Ashihi, Ashishau, Ashishaha, Ashisham, Ashishau, Ashishaha, like that form we get. Right?
Yes.
So that's what he says, that example is gives here. So therefore, you get Ashis. So Kipratayim Yojagitva, Kivantaha Dhatutvam, Kivantaha Vijantaha Dhatutvam, Namunchati Pradipadikatvam cha. Okay. Therefore, Ashis, therefore finally you get Ashihi. Okay, Jnatavyam, please read.
ज्ञातव्यम् अस्मिन् सूत्रे यद्यपि वकारग्रहणं कृतम् अस्ति तर्हि वकारान्तधातुसंज्ञकस्य पदस्य विषये यथा दिव् सुदिव् अस्य सूत्रस्य प्रसक्तिः नास्ति अतः अस्मिन् सूत्रे वस्तुतः वकारग्रहणं न आवश्यकम् परन्तु अग्रिमसूत्रे तस्य प्रयोजनं विद्यते अतः अत्र तस्य ग्रहणं कृतमस्ति.
Why he says, Irvaho Padayaha Vakara Grahanam, why not Avashikam in the Sutta? Repanta Dhatu alone, if preceded by that, when at the end of the Padam and preceding letter, it could become Dirgaha. But we have Div Shabda. Yeah, why don't we apply? It takes Div Shabda. That is from the Dhatu. From which Dhatu we get? Dhatu is Div Dhatu only. Divadigana, first Dhatu. Div plus Kip. Then you get Div is a Pradipadikam. We have Akarantaha, Srilinga Shabda. This also we have seen. Div plus Su. Then Divaha out, the Sutra we saw. You would have forgotten, huh? It's okay. Divaha out. That is, which is in 7.1 or 7.2 section. Let's see. Divaha out. Yeah, here it is. Diva out. 7.284. All the sutras we have seen. Pati, Patyu, Braksham, Ad, Itaha, Charunamastane, Tontaha, Vasyate, Lopaha, Goto, Nit. Goto Shabda is Okaranta Shabda. Will be treated to be a Nit. All those things we have seen. Subanta, completely. So Divaha out. When Sau follows. Su follows. So Div will get the out Adesha, means out is Ekala Adesha and this is Anikal Stani, Antesya Alagastane Adesha Bhavati. Therefore Vakara is replaced by Au. So therefore Di and Au. And of course Su. Suprata. Suprata will not go. Suprata. Okay, sorry. You see the Ashtadhyayi? I showed Ashtadhyayi. Divaha out.
Yes.
Then applying that. Div plus Au, Visarga will not go because once he replaced by Au, the Visarga is not, Alingam Betirga cannot apply. Then E plus Au, what Sandhi? Dyav. Then Sakara, Dyav, Hu. That's how you get Dyav, right? Dyav, Hu, Divahu, Divaha, Divam. He declined like that. The thing is here, Akaranta Dhatu, the Ikara is, does it become Dirgaha? No, because the Sutra Diva out will convert this into out. So therefore it is no more Vakaranta. Therefore, Prasaktihi, therefore this Sutra, he says here, Vakara Grahanam na avashyakam. You understand?
Yes.
Similarly, Sudeva also, that also we saw. Sudev Shabda, Vakaranta Shabda. It's a compound. Su Purvaka. So it's a Sushtu. Pradita Purusha. Gati Pradaya. So therefore, this Vakara Grahanam is not avashyakam. But it is there. Why? It is for the sake of the following sutra. Halicha Anuvritti. It goes as Anuvritti. अस्मिन् सूत्रे यद्यपि वकारकरणं कृतम् अस्ति तर्हि वकारान्तधातुसंज्ञकस्य पदस्य विषये प्रसक्तिः नास्ति. Why? Because other sutrams are there before coming to Tripadi, like Divaha, Out, etc. That's why he gives the example of Div and Sudiv. If he has not given the example, it's very difficult for me also to recollect. He has given, he has helped us by giving Sudiv and Div, etc. Div Shabda, how do you decline Dyohu, Divo, Divaha? How Dyogu comes? Vakara is replaced by Au. Then only you get Dyav. Divi Bhavaha. So therefore, अस्य सूत्रस्य प्रसक्तिः नास्ति. अतः अस्मिन् सूत्रे वस्तुतः वकारग्रहणं न आवश्यकम्. परन्तु अग्रिमसूत्रे तस्य प्रयोजनं विद्यते. अतः तस्य ग्रहणं भवति. Now, Kashika, please read.
रेफवकारान्तस्य धातोः पदस्य उपधायाः इकः दीर्घः भवति. गीः, धूः, पूः, आशीः. वकारग्रहणम्.
Okay, Gihi means Gir Shabda. Ashihi that is given. What is Duhu, Puhu?
That also Dirgha has come.
So, Puhu is Prudatu, Udoshtya Purvasya. By applying that, Prudatu. Right? The R is replaced by Ur. Therefore, Pur become Pur. Pur Pratipadikam. Similarly, Dhuhu is there. Do the reverse. I also don't know. You have to do the reverse.
Dhur has become Dhuhu. So Dhus and then Dhur it must be.
The Dhatu must be this is Guru Dhatu, this is Pru Dhatu. Okay, Pratyaya, therefore we get. And Dhuhu.
Dhu, one Dhatu is there.
Dhatu, but we apply this sutra. Therefore becomes Upada is Ukara. Dhatu must be
Dhu Dhatu.
Dur Dhatu. Not Do Dhatu.
Dhui company, one Dhatu is Swadigana.
No. What is the Dhatu? Dunoti, yeah?
Dhunoti.
No, this sutra is applied. Therefore, the Dhatu must be Dur. Repanta Dhatu. I have to check. I don't know. This not just to do. It must be this Irvaho Padya Dirgaha is Ikaha. Because of which it has become
Dhur one is there.
Dur Dhatu. Yeah. This is a Dhatu. Dur Dhatu. Okay. Dur Dhatu. This is Dur, Repa, Vakara is not this Dhatu. Because this Vakara and the Dhatu doesn't apply at all. Let me think. Already Irvoho Padyagadika, now we cannot apply this. Duhu. Let me Vasu is given. These are the examples. Padamanjali. Siddhanta Kaumudi has given Santa example, not here. Dhatoho padase ityubhayam samanadikarane repavakharabhyam shishyate. Visheshena cha tadanta vidhi bhavati. That's what I said. Tadanta vidhi bhavati iti repanta vakaranta seti. Vakarakaranam uttarartham iti. For the sake of the following sutra. Vakaranta se dhatoho asambhavaha ika. Not possible here. Therefore, abhya abhyasa ikarasya bhavot iti. Okay, rasvaha. Not given. Jato bodhan, you will not see this example. Okay, just I'll try. I'm not sure. This is duhu. Duhu is the padam. So you have to do the reverse. Duhu. So the duhu means that repa has become visarga. Upadayaha dirghaha ikaha bhavati. So pada must have been dur. So if it is dur, the repa at the end of the padam preceded by it. So if then here must have this word. So ur will come ritaha iddatoho udoshtya purvasya. So therefore udoshtya purvasya. Udoshtya purvasya by that u. I don't think it will come. Just on the page.
Dhur Shabda is there, no, Ji, actually.
Dur Shabda. Like Gir Shabda, Dur Shabda. Not sure.
Gr.
Okay.
Gr shabda like that. Gr.
Oh, maybe the dhatu, okay, even if it is Dru Shabda, then Dru is replaced by E. 71 and 101, 102. There is no other sutra, I think it's
No,
applies
R
here.
is replaced by Ukara.
Cannot be replaced by Ukara.
Like
It is not
Tru
Udoshtya.
Shabda.
It is
Tru
not
Shabda.
Udoshtya. It is not Udoshtya Purvasya. Oshtya letter is not that we cannot do. So, Rutaha Iddataha will apply. Upadayasya. Okay, I'm just taking the dhatu as dhatu durv is there. Durv. Durv plus pip. I'm just trying. Okay, let us see. Then piprataya, we have durv, then plus su. The su will go away. Therefore, we'll have dur. This is a padinja, is a pada status also. Sayogantasya lopaha, by that, makara will go away. Therefore, you will have dur. And repa is there, therefore becomes dur. But where is ruva upadaya dirghaha applying here? Not apply at all. Because this has to be dur. If dhatu is dur, then it is okay. But I'm not sure whether that's just dhatu is there. Oh, it is there in the given. Yeah, it is there. Please see. Website is given. Dhatu is durvi. Then it becomes dur. Yeah, this is a dhatu. Dhatu is, you have to see this dhatu, not this one. Dhatu is durv dhatu. From Durv Dhatu we get. So therefore it is Durv Dhatu. First conjugation. It is Durv. Then Upada becomes Dirgha, therefore Duhu. This is an example Kashika Kara gives. First conjugation Dhatu. Okay, the Dhatu is not Swadigana. Swadigana Dunoti, that is different. Here it is, Dhatu is Durvi. Content is Durga. Then that Vakara will go away by Sayogantasya Lopaha. Then you will have Dur, then Iruva Padaya Dirgaha Ikaha will apply. By that becomes Dirgaha, therefore Duhu. So you can note. So this is Gru Dhatu, this is Durv Dhatu, this is Pru Dhatu, this is Ang Purvaka, Shas Dhatu plus Kip. Of course, all are Kip Pratyanta. Vakara Grahanam Uttarartham. Upada Grahanam Kim, a counter example is given that we can not require leave it. Abhyasa Ikarasya Mahabhut. Okay. Dhatoha Ityeva, that is, you can note, that is only for the Dhatu. Here doesn't happen. Counter example. Agnihi, Agnir, that Repa become Visargaha. So Agnir is not a Dhatu. Therefore, there it doesn't apply. But that's why Dhatoha, the word is there. Okay, fine. Then Padasya Eva, for that Girav Giraha at the end of the Padam. Then Siddhanta Kaumadi, Repantasya, Repavantasya, Dhatoh Padaya Ekaha, Dirgaha, Syat Padante. Pipatihi, and Pipatisho, Pipatishaha. Pipatihi, how do you get Pipatihi? It is Sanantada form. It is Sananta form is.
What order Pipati is?
Sorry?
Sanyataha. Sanyataha we rule
By
that
Abhyasa.
Ikaram.
Finally, you get Pipatisha is a Dhatu. Abhyasa and everything you do Pipatisha. Pipatisha you get, right?
Yes.
Then when we add the Pipatisha, then add the Pratyaya, Pip Pratyaya, then it becomes, I think this also we did in our Subanta. Pipatish. Pipatish is the Shakaranta Shabda. Then Pipat, that becomes Pipatihi, Pipatisho, Pipatishaha. Sananta form. Dhatu is, Pipatisha is a Dhatu. Then adding Piprataya, this is Adadhatu Prataya, then this is Adanta, Akara will go away, therefore you will have Kya. Shattam happens, but since we are going to do, then Shakara should be taken as Sakara. Of course, it is Sakara Sananta only. Pipatis Shabda. So when you decline Pipatis Shabda, Pipatis plus Su goes away. Alingya Vedika Sutisya Paksamal. Now you get Pipatis. This is a Dhatu only. Pipatis.
Then Pipatir.
Then the Sakara becomes Sadajisho Ruhu. Repa. Now Repanta Dhatu preceded by E. Therefore this becomes E. Then you get Pipati.
Pipatihi.
This also we have seen in the Subanta. You can check. Pipatihi, Pipatisho. That's example Siddhanta Kaumadikara gives. Fine. Then the next sutra. Lagu Siddhanta Kaumadi, Repanta Vantayoho, Dhatoho, Padayaha, Ikaha, Dirgaha, Padante, Pipatihi, same examples. Okay, understand. So Pipati Shabda, Ignal, Subanta, check it. You will find it. We have seen. Then
Yes.
Halicha, next sutra, Halicha. Ganesh, you can read. Halicha is anuvritti of Upadayaha, Girvoha, of course, coming as anuvritti. Upadayaha, Ikaha, Dirgaha, everything coming as anuvritti. When followed by a consonant also it happens. So if it is at the end of the padam, it was 76, followed by a consonant, then it will happen. So here vakara grahanam bhavati. So irvoho dhatoho padayaha dirghaha bhavati. Dirghaha ikahastani dirgha desha hali pare. Please read. Repanta. Repavakaranta.
रेपवकारान्त धातोः उपधाभूतस्य इक् वर्णस्य हल् वर्णे परे दीर्घादेशः भवति। यस्य धातोः अन्ते रेपः वकारः वा अस्ति तस्य उपधायात् विद्यमानस्य इ
तस्य
उ
उपधायां मुख्य
उपधायां विद्यमानस्य इ उ ऋ लृ वर्णस्य हल् वर्णे परे दीर्घादेशः भवति। उदाहरणानि एतानि। तृ
So this,
धातोः
I think the meaning is clear, right? It's clear, right? Meaning.
yes, yes.
Repan vakaranta, repa vakaranta dhatoho padabhutasya. Ikaha dirghaha when al varne pare. Yeah, udaharanani.
तृ धातोः कर्मणि प्रयोगे लट् लकारस्य प्रथमपुरुषे एकवचनस्य प्रक्रिया इयम्।
Okay, let us do the prakriya. You can tell Ganesh, through karmani prayoga, latlakara rupam. What is the pratyaya? Through dhatu parasmai pati dhatu. Karmani prayoge, what pratyaya will come?
Yakara.
Yakara, no. First step. Dhatu plus what pratyaya? First we have to add the thing pratyaya. Then only when vikrana pratyaya, gana vikrana pratyaya, whatever it is. Through dhatu parasmai pati dhatu. Now karmani, what pratyaya will come? Latlakara we are doing.
Su.
Huh?
Ta.
Ta is a vowel pratyaya. Ta, tam, ja, ta, sa, tam, dam, it, pagi, maging. Corresponding to latlakara pratyaya is pratham pursha ekavachana pratyaya is. Huh?
Oh, T, that one. Okay.
Hmm.
So here it is Atmnepadi, so Te.
Te.
Mm.
Te is what pratyaya?
Atmnepadi.
Atmanipadi pratyaya, okay. What pratyaya again? Sarvadhatuka pratyaya.
Ah.
Tingshit sarvadhatuka.
Mm.
When a sarvadhatuka pratyaya follows a dhatu, then
Yak will come.
bhava karmano yak bhavati. That's a rule. You have seen all these things. It's not new. Te. Bhava karmano. When a sarvadhatuka pratyaya follows, kartari ganavikrana will come, corresponding ganavikrana. In karmani, yak will come. Yak is also yes, pratyaya. What pratyaya is that? Is ganavikrana pratyaya? Yes or no?
It's not because
It is a vikrana pratyaya. Gana vikrana means gana specific pratyaya, group specific pratyaya.
No,
Group,
it's not specific. It is same for all the groups.
all the dhatus of all the conjugation, any conjugation, right? Therefore, it is a vikrana pratyaya. And it is a kid pratyaya. Kakara is the letter. And the yak pratyaya is sarvadhatuka, radhadhatuka.
Ardhatuka.
Ardhadhatuka pratyaya. Is it valadi?
Valadi. No, Yakara is not Valadi.
Not included. In fact, yakara is excluded in val. Therefore, no itakama also. The dhatu is said in a itakama will come. Now, what will happen? What is the next step? The sutra will come. Tru is before that. Tru is Rug is that. Ru will become can't. Okay, can yak cause angakarya?
No.
Because it is kit. That's why I said kit. The property is important.
Hmm.
Since angakarya cannot happen, 7384. Therefore, unlike tarati in kartari, where we didn't apply ritaha iddataho, here it will apply. Because 7384 is not applicable. Therefore, itvat bhabhyam, that guna the repetition, that vartikam also not applicable. Right? Therefore, even though the para sutra is not applicable, therefore, this sutra, which is Antaranga Sutra, that alone will apply. That is Rutaha Iddataho, Ru will be replaced by Yer. Now, Tir plus Ya plus Te, Yak plus Te. Now, Tir is a Dhatu, yes or no? Dhatu only.
Yes, sir.
Form of this only
Dhatutvam
change.
Vinam.
Is it at the end of the Padam? No. The whole thing is a Padam. This is not at the end of the Padam.
Hmm.
Followed by what? A consonant. So repanta dhatu followed by a consonant. And the preceding letter is
Ikar.
Ikar.
that becomes dirghaha by the
Dirghaha.
sutra. Therefore you get tiryate. You get tiryate. So tarati tiryate. Please read.
R plus lat. That is
Tru, not ru. Tru plus lat.
tr plus lat. Vartamane lat. Iti lat. Tr plus ta. भावकर्मणोः इति कर्मणि प्रयोगस्य विवक्षायाम् आत्मनेपदं टिप् तस् जी एक्सेट्रा इति प्रथमपुरुष एकवचनस्य विवक्षायां तः त प्रत्ययः
भावकर्मणोः विवक्षायाम् आत्मनेपद. Tru dhatu parasmaipadi. Bhavakarmanoho, that sutram is 1-3 section. 1-3 section deals with parasmapada and atmanepada. Right? Dhatu is parasmapada, parasmapadi or atmanepadi that are discussed in 1-3, first chapter, third section. Bhavakarmanoho, in bhava and karma, dhatoho, paraha atmanepada pratyaha bhavanti. So bhavakarmanoho atmanepadam, sutram is there. Therefore atmanepada pratyaya will come, not parasmapada pratyaya. No tiptasji ta atamcha. Corresponding to Prathama Purusha Ekavachanam in Letlakara Pratyaya is te. That he will do te. You can take it as te directly because we are going to see all this Titahatmane Padanam Tere and all Auta become te and all. We are going to see later. Now, the Fatta Sarvadhatake Yak, please read. Sarvadhatake Yak, this is what I said. By that, Vikarana Pratyaya Yak will come.
सार्वधातुके यक् इति विकरणप्रत्यय यक् तिर् प्लस यक् प्लस त ऋत इद्धातोः ऋत इद्धातोः इति ऋकारस्य इकारः उरण् रपरः इति सः रपरः.
That we know when Ru is when Rukara replaces an letter, Repa will be appended. Uranna Paribhasha will apply. You take it for granted. Then.
So, tir plus ya plus te. Tita atmanepadanam te re. Iti eka radeshaha.
Pratyaya gets that of, what is it? Okay, this is all simple. What is the T letter of ta? What is T?
Antima ach.
Achantyadi T. Starting from the last ach up to the Antya Achaha Arabhya to the end. The Samuha is called T. What is the T letter of ta?
A is the T.
A is the last vowel and there is nothing follows after that, no consonants. Therefore, ta is the T letter. Replace it by ye. Then you get
Te.
that's how become te. The same thing is applied for all the pratyas. Ta, atam, jata, satam, then become ta, become te ate, ante, se ate, dve, ye, vahe, mahe. Like that forms will happen. So that happens for titlakara. So this is a lat, this is a present tense, latlakara, karmani prayoga. Lat is titlakara. Therefore, this is applied. Or anyway, our focus is not on that. We are going to see that later. So titaha atmane padanam tere. So for titlakara is applied. Lat, lot, lut, lit, etc. Okay, then what happens after that? The sutra applies. Please read.
तीर्यते हलिच इति रेपान्तधातोः उपधायाः इक् वर्णस्य दीर्घादेशः becomes तीर्यते.
This sutra is applied. Ali pare, Ali is Allah, Ali, when a consonant follows. When a consonant, what is the consonant here?
Ya is the consonant.
Yakara. Yakara follows the repa of the dhatu, not at the end of the padam. So this alicha deals with the dhatu ending with repa or vakara, but not at the end of the padam. If it is the end of the padam, then irva rupadaya dirgha reka previous sutram. This is alicha. Same way, div dhatu also. Please read. Div dhatu, divadi, gana. How you get the form? What is prathama purusha ekavacham, latlakara, div dhatu?
Divya.
Divyati. Divyati. Divadi gana, first dhatu, latlakara rupam, divyati. How you get divyati?
By Halicha.
By the same sutra. What is gana vikarana?
Yeah.
Shan.
Shan.
Ya is therefore followed by shan, that ya which is a hal, therefore vakaranta dhatu, its upada becomes dirgaha, divyati, dhatu siv dhatu sivyati. So there are some vakaranta dhatus in the fourth conjugation. Even in kartari prayoga itself you will see, because ganavikarna is a shan, not shap. If it is not, then it is not a hal. But here it is shan. Fourth conjugation. First conjugation, it is shab. That is why he gave the karmani prayoga where yak will come through dhatu. Whereas fourth conjugation, it is ganavikarna is shan. Therefore, we can give kartari example itself. That is why giving kartari example. Understand?
Yes.
Please read, Ganesh.
So div dhatoः लट्लकारस्य प्रथमपुरुषे एकवचनस्य प्रक्रिया इयं div plus lat वर्तमाने लट् इति लट् div plus tip तिप्तस्जि इति प्रथमपुरुषे एकवचनस्य विवक्षायां तिप् प्रत्ययः. So div plus shan plus tip दिवादिभ्यः श्यन् इति विकरणप्रत्ययस्य श्यन्. दिव प्लस या प्लस ति इत संज्ञा लोपः. सो दीव्यति हलि च इति वकारान्त धातोः उपधायाः इक् वर्णस्य दीर्घादेशः.
Please take some example and write it for yourself. This example, divyati. You can take other example. Divyati, divyataha, divyanti. Everywhere will be divya only, because shan follows. Therefore, alicha will apply. Jnatavyam, please read.
ज्ञातव्यम् अस्य सूत्रस्य प्रयोगः उपदान्त धातोः अपदान्त धातोः विषये एव भवति, यतः यदि धातुः पदसंज्ञकः अस्ति तर्हि रोरुपदायाः दीर्घः इकः अनेन पूर्वसूत्रेणैव दीर्घादेशः विधीयते.
So Purva Sutra deals with Padanta, Repanta, Vakaranta, Dhatu. The Sutra deals with Apadanta. Right? That's what he says. Apadanta Dhatu Hoyeva. Repa, Vakara of the Dhatu, and it is not at the end of the padam. Okay. It's very clear. Yeah, please read.
अतः अस्मिन् विषये काशिकाकारः वदति अपादान्तार्थः अपदान्तार्थः अयमारम्भः
अपदान्तार्थोऽयम् आरम्भः. That is sandhi, but it's not given. That's not done properly. That typo. Apadantartaha ayam arambha. Ayam arambha. This sutra is arambha. The sutra is there for the sake of apadanta tatoha vishaye. Okay. So siddhe sati arambha niyamartaha. This is for the apadanta dhatoho. The Kashikakara says that we will see. Okay, then.
So, apadantartah ayam arambah. Atah yadyapi etat sutram padadikare asti tathapi anena sutrena uktah vidihi apadanta vidihi asti iti smartavyam.
This sutram is under Pada Adhikara. What is the Pada Adhikara? Just now I said 8.1.16. Padasya Adhikara up to 8.3. So Padasya Adhikara vartate. Therefore Padam is there. But this sutra is not for the Padanta, that Vakaranta, Ikara, Repada Dhatu. Therefore Apadanta Vidihi it is. It is Martavyam. Asya Sutrena Uktaha Vidihi. Apadanta Vidihi asti iti smartavyam. Please read point number 2.
Asmin sutre rvoho iti dhatoho ityasta visheshana rupena prayujyate. Rvoho dhatoho ityatra yena viditadantas.
Rvoho, repa is not voho dhatoho. Don't forget the repa.
Rvoho dhatoho ityatra yena viditadantasya इत्यनेन रेफा वकारान्तः धातोः इति अर्थः जायते.
We apply the paribhasha. Yena vidihi tadantasya. Yena vidihi vidiyate tad saha vidihi tadantasyapi bhavati. That applicable to even to the shabda ending with that letter. So that for repanta dhatuhu, vakaranta dhatuhu. Even though anta, the word is not there. That is, the dhatu is specified by, qualified by repa and vakara, and repa and vakara where it should be. Ena vichadantasya paribhasha, it is dhatu, it's located at the end of the dhatu. Therefore tadanta vidhi is applied. So repanta dhatuhu vakaranta dhatuhu iti artaha jayate. Then Kashika says, example, alicha parataha. Parataha is aviya. Alicha pare or parataha repa vakarantasya dhatoho padayaha ikaha dirgaha bhavati. Dirgho bhavati. Astirnam. How we get astirnam? Dhatu is stru dhatu. Apurvaka stru dhatu. You can check the dhatu pata later. Apurvaka stru dhatu. Then pratyaya is, what is a pratyaya? Ta pratyaya. Ishta pratyaya it is. So, pratyaya is ta pratyaya. Content is ta. So, a plus tr plus ta. Then, because this is a kit pratyaya, angakarya not possible. 7384 will not apply. And therefore, we can do ritaha iddatoho by that sutra. Repa will be replaced by here, tir plus ta. This is not at the end of the padam. Therefore, this sutra will apply repa at the end of the dhatu followed by a consonant. Therefore, its pada letter is E. E will become
E.
E becomes, this is A. Okay, E become E. Therefore, Tir. This is by the Sutra 8 to
77.
77. But before that, one Sutra applies. That is, this Nishta Takara following the Repanda Dhatu. So that incidental, we are not interested in that Sutra, but that is to be applied because it's in Tripadi. The Takara or the Nishta Takara, Tadabhyam Nishtato Naha Purvasya Jitaha, by that Sutra, Nishta Takara also becomes, Takara becomes Nakara. Therefore, Na. After that, we can apply this Sutra 8 to 77. Astir plus Na. No, Repa is there, Papadanta Nakara will become Murdanya
Nakara.
also. Therefore, Astirna iti final rupam. Whether Astina, Vistina, whatever is Upasarga. So Nishta Takara follows Repanta. When you follow the Repanta, the Dakara, then the Nishta Takara become Nakara. Another rule is there, which is in 8 section itself. Radhabhyam Nishtato Naha Purvaschidaha. In fact, 8 section, that I say that
8
page is
to
important.
42.
All the sutras, yes. The sutras in that page, almost all the sutras are important.
8 to
Yes.
42.
8 to 42, yes. Then Oditaha is 45. So all those sutras are ordained Nakara to Nakara Desha to Nishtatakara. Radhabhyam is Rakara and Dakarabhyam Uttarasya Nishtatarasya Naha Nakaraha Desha Bhavati. And if the Dhatu is Dakara and the Dhatu, Dakara also will become Nakara. Like in the case of Pad plus Ta Pratyaya become Panna. Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampanna. Sampanna, Upapanna, Anupapanna, Panna. Like similarly Chinna. Chinna plus Ta Pratyaya. Chinna. So you get, then Oditascha. That is Okaranta. Okara is in the letter. So those dhatus also. You can see this as Anuruti up to Nishtatakara becoming Nakara up to 61. This is incidental, but you can note. Okay, therefore, Astirnam iti rupam, Vistirnam. What is the dhatu? This dhatu is Vipurvaka
Stir dhatu.
Shru dhatu. Vishirnam Shru dhatu. Repanda dhatu. Okay. Next dhatu, Avagurnam is the word. What is the dhatu?
Ava is Upasarga.
Avapurvana.
Gru dhatu.
Gru dhatu.
Guru dhatu
Plus
cannot become
ana.
gu. Huh?
Huh?
Guru dhatu cannot become gu.
Okay.
Avagurnam is the.
Gur.
Gur.
So, the Gurna is means it is that nam is the which is tapratya. Avagurna you can take. Ishtatakara. This ava is upasarga. Upadayaha dirghatam bhavati. The word must be gur.
Gur dhatu.
Repanda dhatu. So dhatu gur itself is there.
Yes.
Dhatu gur itself is there in the first conjugation.
Tudadikana is there.
Okay, tudadikana. Okay, fine. It is there. So that dhatu itself makes. Okay. So not guru dhatu. How will become guru dhatu? It's not possible. If the guru is there, then become gear. That's what we saw. Savagurnam. So all these are example for Repanta. Then Vakaranta is Divyati. That example already we saw. Divyati, Sivyati. Dhatu is Shiv Dhatu. Fourth conjugation. Dhatoho ityeva. It doesn't happen in the case Divam Ichchati iti. This is different. This is a compound. Divam Ichchati. Divyati. So this is not a dhatu here. Divam is there. Therefore, here it doesn't happen. divyati. Very interesting. Dhatoho ityeva divam ichati counter example. Divam ichati iti divyati. How we get divyati? Chatur ichati iti chaturyati. It is namadhatu. Maybe it is namadhatu, but namadhatu, it is chaturya. Okay. I think maybe the pratyaya is divya is the dhatu. Then we add the pratyaya. So namadhatu maybe. Yeah, namadhatu. So dhatoho ityeva. Divam ichati divyati. Chatur ichati chaturyati. Chatur is not a dhatu. Similarly, divya, divam is not a dhatu. Div is a dhatu, but divya is a padam. A nama is a subanta padam. From that we get a nama dhatu. Therefore, it is not applicable, he says. Chatur ichati chaturyati. Then ikaha eva, not for ikaha. Smaryate. Smaryate is example for smaryate is what is dhatu? Smru dhatu.
Dhatu.
Karmani prayoga. Smru plus yak plus te. Smru plus yak plus te. Smru will become, so al follows, then smru will become smar. This is a rule. Smru becomes smar. Karmani prayoga we have seen. I'm not sure whether you remember. What is the karmani form of kru dhatu? Kru plus yak plus te?
Kriyate.
Kriyate.
Kriyate. How we get kriyate? Ri is replaced by ri.
Ye.
Akrit asarvada. Okay, now in that section, that ring adesha comes. Akrit asarvadhatakayoho. That is in 7.4 section. Yeah, here it is. So ring sha ek lingshu. This is a sutra. Akrit asarvadhatakayoho. That coming as anuvritti. When followed by not akrit or sarvadhataka pratyaya, then when followed by sha or yak, or in case of ling lakara, ring adesha will come. Ring is ri is adesha. So nitvat antyasya sthane adesha bhavati. Therefore, kru plus yak plus te, for example. Then kru, that ru is replaced by ring. Ring is ri is the adesha. It's anekara adesha. Nitvat antyasya sthane bhavati. The rikara of kru is replaced by ri. Therefore, kru plus kakara plus ri become kri, kriyate. What about here? Similarly, ri must be replaced by ri, but it is not. When followed, when it is a conjunct consonant, then it is gunaha arti sanyogadyo for the next sutra, 29th sutra of 7.4 section. By that, even if arti means rudhatu or sanyogadyoho, Rikaranta dhatu ending, with this sanyogadi, which conjunct, then the ru will be replaced by a guna letter, which is ar, the first mar. The first maryate iti rupam. We must have seen these rules in some other context. I'm not sure whether we learned this or we will learn later. Ring adesha for sha is tudadhikara conjugate. Ganavikrana pratyaya. Yag means yak, ling lakara. So when followed by a pratyaya which is not a krit or sarvadhataka pratyaya, then that rikara, that ru coming as anuvritti from 27th sutra, ru is replaced by ri. Therefore, kru become kri, kriyate. and the Drikara having a Sanyogadi, conjunct, then the Dru will be replaced by a Guna letter. Therefore, Smr becomes Smar. You follow?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
We are not seeing in detail, just the example purpose, just we are saying. Therefore, Smaryate. So the Ikaha Ityeva. Ikaha Ityeva, for that, giving the example, Smr. Now, the point is here is, what is the example? Why this is a counter example is given, Smaryate. Smr becomes Smar. Smar plus Ya plus Te, followed by a Hal. And Repa is of the Dhatu, followed by Hal. Upada should become Dirgha, yes or no?
Dirgha. Yeah.
Why it doesn't become?
Halicha. By Halicha, it has to become Dirgha.
But it has not happened. Why? Very difficult question, huh? It is not an equilateral at all. No, it is not an equilateral at all.
Applies only to you.
That is what he is saying. Ikaha ityeva means only for the equilator. Counter example, smaryate. Why sanyoga?
Sorry.
Confusing with two things, two different things. Ikaha ityeva only for the equilator. Where is the equilator? Smar when comes, right?
Yes, sir.
Another example, bhavya. See, Kashika, when you read, you have to understand Kashika. So, Kashika is somewhat tricky. That is, counter example, to counter example, he will say why this is so. Ikaha, why ik is there. You will not see the Anvaya Udahanam. You will see Vyatireka Udahanam only. Okay. So to be alert. Another example given is Bhavya. Bhavya is Bhavyam. Bhavya is what pratyaya? Tell me. From the Dhatu. Bhudhatu. Bhudhatu get Bhavya. How do you get Bhavya? What pratyaya?
இல்ல இல்ல தானே வரும் அது நீர்
This is a Kritya pratyaya. Yat, Nyat, Kyap, Tavya, Aniyar, Kerimar, those pratyayas are there.
Yeah, Tavya.
So that is a pratyaya. Okay. So therefore here what happens? This dhatu, bhu dhatu, taking the kyap pratyaya. Taking a kyap pratyaya. Okay.
Yat, acho yat by yat pratyaya.
Acha yat, sorry. Yat pratyaya, not kyap, because I thought it's bhavya, not bhavya. Yat pratyaya. Acho yat, yes. Ajanta dhatu will take yat pratyaya, ru halor nyat will take. And kyap also is a bhuva bhave. That is different. We will see. That is Brahma Bhuya, etc. That is a compound. So Bhu plus Yat Pratyaya. Yat is Adadhatuka Pratyaya. Therefore, Bhu will become
Bho, it becomes.
Bho. Then after that,
Ayadi Sandhi.
Ayadi Sandhi will happen only between the vowels. This is a special case where the Sandhi happens between a vowel and a consonant. What Sandhi? We know, we have seen this also. Vanto yi Pratyaye.
Yeah.
That is Okara or Aukara. Right? Followed by Yakara Adi Pratyaya. Then that Okara and Aukara will get Vantadeshaha. Vantadeshaha is from the previous sutra, Echo Yava Yavaha. What is the Vantadesha in Ayadi Sandhi? In Ayadi Sandhi, we have these are the Adesha, right? Here, what are the Vantadeshaha among these four? Av and Av are the Vantadesha. Therefore, when Yakaradi Pratyaya follows, Vanto yi pratyaye, yakaradi pratyaye pare, vantaha adesha bhavati. Vakaranta adesha will come. Vakaranta adesha is au will come in the place of o, and a will come in the place of au. Here bo is there, therefore bo will become bhav, therefore bhavya tirupam. right? Bhavya. Okay. Why this example is given? Ikaha ityeva. So, why this example is given? I don't know why this example is given. Okay, this Bhavyam we have found, okay. But if it should be a Rikara, Repa, Vakara, maybe he says Bhu plus it becomes Bhav. And after that, Bhavya. Here we have to take Bhav plus Ya. Okay, this is the example. Vakara is there. Bhu become Bo. Bo become Bhav. This is still a Dhatu only. This is a Pratyaya, right?
Yes.
So Ali Pare, this Vakaranta, the Dhatu,
This should
preceded by
become
a
Dirgha.
not a ik
Not
letter.
a ik letter.
Therefore, Bhavya only. That is the example. Counter example, Kashika gives. Therefore, Bhavya. Apadantaha ayam arambaha. This sutra is why it is there. If yes, it is for Apadanta, Akaranta, Repanta Dhatuhu. Right? Okay.
Yes.
Then Siddhanta Kumati. Repavantasya Dhatoho Upadayaha Dirgaha Ikaha Iko Dirgaha Syad Hali. What is Sandhi here? Syad Hali. Huh? You must know the Sandhi. When you do the Sandhi Vicheda, Syat Hali.
Ali.
Ali, Hakara.
What is the Sandhi?
Oda.
Odaha. No, it can be Odaha here.
Dakara.
Jayoho Anyatarasyam. 8463 or something, 65. Hakara preceded by Padanta Jay. Hakara replaced by the fourth letter of that preceding Purva Savarna Sandhi. Therefore, Dakara comes. I think you also have to go through Sandhi, huh? Recollect so many things. Just putting everything into basket la போற மாதிரி போட்டு எல்லாத்தையும் தூக்கி தூக்கி போட்டுறது. அப்புறம் if you don't recollect, it will go away.
எந்த பாஸ்கெட்ல என்ன இருக்குது?
எந்த பாஸ்கெட் இருக்குதே தெரியாது அப்புறம். எந்த புக்கு எந்த ரேக்ல இருக்குன்னு தெரியாத மாதிரி ஆயிடும் அப்புறம். Okay. Acha.
But we know that, but immediately it won't come.
That's okay. That's fine. But practice, it will become. See, best way to learn is to teach. You are now qualified for doing the teaching. You have to teach Vyakaranams to some. That is the best way to learn. Transfer is important. That's a problem with the previous or before generation. They didn't transfer the knowledge which they received from their fathers or forefathers. That's why there was a gap. And we have lost many things in the gap. To be transferred, whether it's a family tradition or Guru Shishya tradition, whatever it is, the knowledge to be transferred to the next generation. Otherwise, who will carry it forward? That is why they threaten by saying, those who do not transfer the knowledge will become Brahma Rakshasa. The knowledge should be handed over to the next generation. Okay. Nacha allopasya sthanivatvam. Dirgha vidautan nishedhat. Bhagiranga paribhasha tu ta yena na pravartate. Okay, this example and all we cannot go. Some example we can see, Kashika what gives, other examples and all. The Siddhanta Kaumadi and Gautam follow some, that a certain example, then you have to go to the follow the example, then only becomes clear. Therefore, we cannot do. Allopaha, nacha allopasya sthanivatvam. Allopaha is the sutra Allopaha, remember? Allopaha is in the bha section, Allopaha is the.
Subandhas we have seen.
Yes, Allopaha, that is in the bha section. Allopahanaha, anantam, like Rajan,
Rajan.
Atman, right? But Akara becomes Lopaha. Basangikasya. That's why you have Rajnya, right? Basangikasya, Anantasya, Angasya, Akarasya, Lopaha
लोपः
Bhavati.
भवति.
That's Acha Allopasya Stanivatvam Dirga Vidau Tan Nishedat. So Yajvan Shabda, for example, you take Yajvan. It is Yajvan. Yajvan, for example, I'm just taking Yajvan. Yajvan is that is Yajvan. Allopanaha is that is Yajva applied, but Yajva is Pratama Ekavachana. Yajva, Yajvano, all are Basangika followed by a vowel. Yajva, Yajvano, Yajvanaha. But here Hal. No, Yajvanaha only. Atma, 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 Raja, Rajano, Rajana only, right? Right? Yajvanaha.
Yes, but Dvitiya Vibhakti Bahuvachanam.
That is okay. That is Yajva. Yes.
Allopaha.
Yes, Allopaha. Basangikasya. Dirga Vido Nisheda, Bhagiranga Paribhasha to Uktanena Pavatate. We have to see Tattva Bodhini. That's why if you see the example, then okay, next sutra is also is that Nabha Abhasanya Kurcharam Iti Atra. So therefore we cannot see that example. Leave it. No problem. Kashika example you see. Because this all the sutra in the covered in the Subanta section of the Siddhanta Kaumadi. Subanta section. That's why you see this. That's why you see that Alopanaha, etc. You will see. Subanta, if you see Subant number is given, or even here, Lagu Siddhanta Kaumadi. See this, now it will be under Subanta section. Lagu Siddhanta Kaumadyaha. Okay, this is second. Lagu Siddhanta Kaumadi Jugotyadikanaha. And Siddhanta Kaumadi 345. Yeah, Alanta Pullinga Prakaranam. So he has given. Sutra is Vishwatomukam. Therefore, its fine application, different prakarana, different context. So therefore, one Siddhanta Kaumadi has given this sutra in the context of Alanta Pullinga Prakaranam. Already we have seen. Therefore, we know Allopa, etc. So Allopanasya, Allopasya Stanivatvam, Dirga Vidau, Tan Nishedat, Bhagiranga Paripaksha, Tu Uktanyena, Na Pravartate, then Prati Divna Ityadi, giving the example of that Div plus. Now we have to see what this is Nakaranta, maybe Shabda. Prati Divnaha. It is Prati Divnaha, what is the Pratipadikam? It's interesting, you have to check. How Divnaha becomes. I have to check. Okay, I'm not sure about the Pratipadikam. Maybe Prati Divdatu.
Like Namnaha.
This Dvitiya Bhakti Ekavachan, Bhagavachan, Prati Divnaha. Then it becomes Dvitiya Bhakti, like Rajnyaha. Anyway, this is a context of Alanta Pullinga Bhakran. I will check later. And Lagu Siddhanta Kaumadi given example in the context of this third conjugation, Jugotyadi. That's okay. That's why Pipurtaha, Pipurati, Papara. Papara is the example for Litlakara. Papara. Prudhatu plus null. Pratama, Litlakara, Pratama Purusha, Ekavachana, Papara. Right. Then Pipurtaha.
Purta is a ta pratyaya.
This is Jugotyadikana. So Jugotyadikana, the dhatu must be there. Then Pipurati, Pipurtaha form will be there. What is dhatu? Let us see. Jugotyadikana.
Dhatu.
Pru dhatu, which is in ninth conjugation also. And yeah, Jugotyadikana. This is a dhatu. So there, that is example. Piparti, Pipurtaha, Pipurati. That's example is giving. Jugotyadikana, Pipurtaha is Dvitiya. Okay. Piparti, Pipurtaha, Piparti, Pipurtaha, Pipurati. That is form. Papara is Litlakara example. Pipurtaha, Pipurati is example. Pipurtaha and Pipurati. This is Sarvadhatuka Pit Pratyaya. This is Nit Pratyaya. Here Sarvadhatuka Pit Pratyaya, therefore Angakarya will happen. That's why you will not see this happening, but here it happens. I just do this example. Jugotyadikana, dhatu is Pru dhatu. Jugotyadikana, duplication happens. Dhatu plus Tip Pratyaya. Then Shap will come. What will happen to Shap? I'm doing Pratham Pursha Ekavachanam, then I will do Dvivachanam, Bhagavachanam also. Shap will come. Shap will become the third conjugation, Shlu. When it becomes Shlu means Lopaha. The Pru will get duplicated. Pru. The duplication and all we will see. Then Pru is Abhyasa, Obey Abhyastam. That Sanya we know. We have seen in Savanta, right? Satranta and all we have seen Abhyasa, Abhyasta, Pru. Then we know this Pru will become in the Pru will become what is Abhyasa Karya. Pru will become
Par by Sarvadhatuka.
yeah, but this since we are doing Sangakarya we can do first. This is not sun and all. Okay, the Sangakarya will happen. Therefore, Pru will become par. Then after that we can do the duplication. Then it is par. Then Aladi Shesha, etc. Those things will apply. Don't worry, we don't know. Papar. Then plus T. Then A will be replaced by
E.
T. Therefore, Piparti iti Rupam. This is Angakarya happens. The Tipratyaya is there. This is Angakarya happens. Litlakara. We'll see that Litlakara later. Then here, Dvivachanam is Tasparatya, which is Sarvadhataka Pit. So Angakarya will not happen. So par plus Tas Shab comes and Shab becomes Shlu, and therefore duplications happen. Yeah. Shab becomes Shlu. Shlu means duplication happens. When duplication happens, then we have Pru only. Pru plus Tas Sarvadhataka Pit Pratyaya. No Angakarya possible. Therefore, Ritaha Idhataho Udoshtya Purvasya we can apply, right? So by that, Pru will become Pur. Therefore, Pur plus Tas, now we can do duplication, becomes
Pur.
Pur plus Tas. So this Pur is possible only when Angakarya doesn't happen. That already we have seen. Itvabhyam Gunavrati Vipatishedena. Right here doesn't happen. Therefore, Rutaha Idhataho is applied here. In the case of Pratama Purusha Ekavasham doesn't apply where Angakarya happens. Aladishesha, etc. If you do, then we will have who will be there. Who,
P it becomes.
then who, then pur plus ta. Now here our sutra will apply. Repanta, dhatu, followed by a hal. Therefore, the spu becomes dirghaha. Therefore, pipurta. So this is P, not pu. Kshamita. This is abhyasa. Pipurta. Therefore, pipurtaha iti rupa. Right?
Yes.
So this is an example which the Kashika, Siddhanta, Raghu Siddhanta Kamdikara gives. Okay, now you see. So similarly, Pipurtaha, Bhagavachanam also like that. I've seen the website there, he has given Pipurtaha, Pipurati is the example. Give an example for Latlakara, Prathama Purusha, Dvivachanam, Bhagavachanam, and Litlakara example. The different context examples. In fact, after studying all the Vyakarana, studying Vyakaranam in general, then if you see Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi and Siddhanta Kaumudi, then with regard to specific Prakaranam examples and all, we can see. It's a big study, not easy. But we know in general what it applies. Therefore, those who study Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi, they study the Sutra in the context of Jugotyadi. And those who study Siddhanta Kaumudi in the context of Subhanta, they study. But we have seen Subhanta also and some idea also about Tinganta also we know. So whichever example is good for us, we can take. And this example, of course, we have to know Subhanta. And therefore, Patidwanin, I have to check what it is. And Kashika is straightway example. No, it's not any Prakriya. It's just given an example for all. It's given this example for the Dhatu. He has given an Ishtaprate example. He has given Latlakara example. Only thing is, this is not given for Subhanta. Fine. So Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi. So examples also we can understand. So next sutra, Upadayam cha. This we will see in the next class. And next one is Na Bhar Kurchuram. This is also we can see, though I have not mentioned the sutra. This is for Basanya and for some, I think Basanya only. Yeah, Basya. We'll stop here. We'll see in the next class, sutra, Upadayam cha. You can recall what you have learned. You may not have seen the sutras, but Tinganta in much in detail, but we have seen in different context. Please check. Recall. You know Kartari Sarvadhata Keshav, don't we know? We know it, right?
Yes.
Kameshwarji. Ganesh, remember, Kartari Sarvadhata Keshav, when Sarvadhata Pratyaya follows, Shap will come. All these things, very
Yes,
long
yes.
back.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and
So, those things we can bring in here. Okay. So, fine, we'll stop here. Om Purnamadah Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. The simple meaning of these sutras, please remember. Only one line meaning of these sutras. Okay. That's enough. In detail, of course, you can always refer the notes. Okay. Dhanyavada.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಶಿವಜಿ.
Dhanyavada.